I'm gonna get cracking. So let's hop into the game. Yeah, we know about that update. I'm not even anywhere close to the change of lyrics, so we finished 2 days ago. Damn. Okay, so here we are in Varrock. Good old Varrock. So last time around, I discovered the joys of rat catchers. 'Tis a terrible place. If it will go somewhere else, it was horrible. And it turns out that my ranting and raving is actually justified for once, as this quest apparently has a really, really terrible infamy about it, i.e. it's a bit shit. And I'm right to call it shit. Fortunately, at some point I'm going to have to go back to it. But not any time that I can see soon. It's not like I need to do it for anything specific at this moment. I've got other plans. Beginning the preparations for Fairy Tale Part 1. Now, I'm not so sure if the high farming level will necessarily come into... I mean, it's an advantage, sure, but maybe we won't need it. But the thing that I'm most thinking about is this part here. Having a high enough combat level to defeat a 111 monster. Now, obviously levels in this game don't always mean everything, yada 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 yada. But I need to kind of raise some stats a little bit. Just a little bit, you know, just a little tiny squeeze a little bit. Also, I'm gonna get some, I want some Limpwort roots, because if there's one thing I've learned from the adventures of Colin's little helper is that anti-poison potions might be a good idea to start making quite a few of. And some other potions in general. So, I'm going to go back to an old friendly grinding spot where we can get these roots, as I'm not aware of there being an easier method. And before someone comes on and tells me an easier method. Shouldn't do. Well, here we are at the door to the Edgeville dungeon. We have the key, we can climb down the ladder, and say hello to our good friends, the Hill Giants. Boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while since I've clobbered you guys senseless for the cause of roots and combat experience. And here we are doing it all again. I just want the roots, guys. Just the roots. That's all I'm here for, really. I want to collect roots so I can make potions. Specifically, anti-poison potions. But along the way, I might as well gain a few more levels and various stats. Maybe I'll try and get everything to a nice 45. They're dropping grimy glom leaves. Alright, this is a member server. I might be able to kill 2 at once. What these gum leaves are all about. Maybe I'll have to get my spoils worth and be able to have 2. Now, hopefully, the streaming quality is better now than it was earlier. Because luckily, I have managed to fix my OBS problems. Mercifully. Although, in my Dusk stream earlier, apparently the quality was downright terrible. But I've solved the problem of OBS being very weird when I started up. I just went back to an older version of OBS. The one before the update, before everything went a bit wonky. And that seems to have fixed it. Although apparently the previous stream was a bit poor in visual quality, which is a bit concerning. So, although I haven't really changed much, I changed one little thing from last time. I had some advanced settings enabled in I'm not gonna bother with the leaf. Well, I wish we can gather multiples, but I doubt that's the case. Hey, Pinchy Scree! Can't watch Dusk yet, need to beat it first. Oh, right, you're still playing it as well, huh? I bet it would inspire you pretty well, Pinchy, to do some levels. In Quaked. How are you doing anyway, Pinchy? You don't own it yet. Yeah, I don't blame you. I've had to avoid watching a lot of cabbage seeds. Seem to be getting some farming stuff off these guys. That's cool, but I'm not here for seeds, really. I'm here for other reasons. Drop your darn roots already, boys. Caught me most of the way through Ukulele. Can choose another game after that. Alright, cool. You having fun with that game, Pinchy? Man, I'm getting stacked on by giants. I'm not gonna bother with the iron full hell. I'm pretty cool on that stuff, he thinks. So what I've done is I've disabled the advanced features of what was on the older OBS Studio, which I had enabled on the modern one. So hopefully that fixes the visual problems. Or maybe just the fact I've streamed again, who knows? Maybe it'll fix all the visual problems, I don't know. Yeah, I used to use OBS Classic too, and then I went to OBS Studio, but the latest version has this weird little problem, which you've heard about probably in the last few parts. I seem to have fixed it by just going back to an older version, basically. Oh yeah, I forgot these roots aren't the most common drop from these guys. So, but yeah, I bet for some of you this will have some flashbacks of my free-to-play grinding days when I fought these guys for combat level in preparation for Dragon Slayer. I had a feeling I'd be back here again at some point, and probably will be quite a few times more. Well, that is unless something else drops the roots quicker, in which case I will not come here again, but at the moment, these giants are nice and easy to kill, they drop some good shit, and that's what I need. A few more levels of combat preparation. I don't think I'll bother with the farming requirement. I'll just see how it goes. Maybe I can get away with not having to invest a lot of time into farming, but if I do, then I will do so. No doubt. About it. Just a strange little thing to start happening. The LBS updates, nothing else changes, and then suddenly my frame rates don't hold. But rolling back seems to have fixed it, although apparently the visual quality on the Dusk stream I just did wasn't great. So that's why I'm kind of doing this stream straight afterwards, to see if it's been fixed or not. Which is why it would be kind of been handy if some people had stuck around from that Dusk stream, so I can test, but ayo, not to be. But yeah, I've been enjoying Dust quite a lot, Pinchy, and I think you will as well when you get around to playing it. Hey, can you at least wait until I finish picking up the bones from this dude before you start kicking me in the head? Cheeky bugger. Yeah, I'll be chopping this level in no time. What with the fact I can hit quite a bit of damage now compared to how I used to be. I should probably put some music on, I think. Because I am grinding, I suppose, so... let's get some music on. Whoops, that should be over there. Let's see, what kind of nice, relaxing music can we have? I'll put this one on. A slightly different one from the one I put on last time. There we go. Relaxing RPG music. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm just... there we go. I have to be honest with you though, Pinchy. I am actually thinking of ending my Doom break a bit earlier than I had planned. I have felt the itches to come back and play it again a little bit. Wait, a giant head? Did I read that correctly? Can you please pick up the bones? What is this? A giant head. The creature's soul is still in here. Oh my. I cut off his head and apparently am keeping it. That's a little weird. Right there. Just a little bit. I didn't know I was cutting their heads off. That's a little weird. I wonder what the hell this is used for. God. Cutting off their heads. Can we use this for anything? It's probably used for something, but unless I get told what it is, I'll just have to keep hold of it and figure it out later. Perhaps giant heads are worth something to somebody. Certainly is different fighting the same enemies you fought in the free-to-play realms and then going to a members realm, and now they're dropping different things all of a sudden. Got some cabbage seeds. I think that's to do with farming, so it's good. But yeah, I am considering actually going back to playing Doom this month, possibly. No definitives on that yet, but yeah, I'll just kill him. I'm gonna finish Dust first, though, of course. Oh, I am now attack level 43, which raises my combat level to 54.275. Wow, I didn't drop anything particular. So that's one kind of... whatever. I kind of prefer to see that without the decimal points, honestly. I wonder if I can change that somewhere. Let's see. Combat level. No, not calculate things in combat level. Christ. Maybe I can... There we go. That's better. I prefer that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's useful being able to know that the exact was, but I kind of like just seeing it as a nice round number. I don't really care about knowing the preciseness of how many times I need to cast to do a certain thing. So I kind of like this rounder number, but I guess the beauty of it is I can turn it back on and off whenever I please. So if I do change my mind later, there I go. Quake Spasm, Get Hub, Simple Quake Launcher, 2 releases. Oop. Yeah, I think that's actually I'm pointing to favourite that. Sorry. There we go. Thank you for that, Pidgey. What do we have here? Simple Quake Launcher. Handy for later whilst I remember. Yeah, I think I have Quake Spasm, but I haven't really messed around with it since I got the new computer. I'll have to reset it up again so that it's ready for when I do eventually go back to Quake. Or more specifically, when I go back to Quake Dimensions. Actually, that being said, I did want to play Heretic. But, I don't know, I haven't quite decided yet. A part of me just wants to go and play Heretic after I finish Dusk. And a part of me says I want to go back to Doom and start playing some Doom stuff again. Possibly. Another giant's head. They must be used for something. I'm sure someone will tell me what they're used for later. When the time is right. Neverwinter Lights. Oh, sorry, I have to... 656. Yeah, you're right. This is Neverwinter Lights, Temple of Terror. You sure know your RPG music. It's just a relaxing RPG music playlist. I don't normally play music while I'm playing RuneScape, but if I'm grinding, I put it on because I'm not really doing anything that's, you know, really warrants listening to the same track for about an hour. I am grinding my combat level in preparation for the quest Fairy Tale 1, which is something I have been keen to get on with. By the way, Pidgey, that quest you saw me do the other night, Rat Catchers, it really is a terrible quest. It wasn't just me ranting in the game. It actually is considered to be a pretty awful quest in the game. And the stealth section is really, really awkwardly done. Though it seems there might be a method to beating it anyway. I'll have to be in a very good mood before I go back to that quest, I think. But I will eventually go back to it. I have to. Just not at the moment. I got something much more important to do. Because if I complete Fairy Tale, now I don't know if I have to do the follow-up as well, but if I complete the Fairy Tale, I think I only have to complete one. That's what I said. I unlock the Fairy Ring teleportation system, which will allow me to fast travel all over the game. As I'm pretty much, which will be very handy for me getting around this game a bit quicker. I mean, for one thing, I'll be able to teleport straight to Argdoon, rather than to go all the way over to the left side of the map. And as this quest chain was mentioned to me as a big priority when I became a member, I feel inclined to finish it. I'm going to try and get all these stats to 45. That should probably be decent. And then I'll just have to hope that the level 111 monster isn't too bad. But having a few extra points in the combat stats won't hurt. Because, man, there is so much Doom stuff I need to get done this year if I can. So much stuff. I mean, I am glad to have had the break from Doom, don't get me wrong. I think it's helped. But... yeah, I think it's always a good idea to mix my games up. I have plenty of first-person shooters I still need to play that I have in my current library. I mean... I have Heretic, for instance. Heretic and Hexen, and there's another two I want to get around to playing eventually. So I'm just going to lower the sound by a small notch. I don't think Heretic will be tough. I've played 3 of the episodes of it already. I know it gets harder later on, but I think I'll be fine with Heretic. Hexen, on the other hand, I think will be a tough play. I've heard enough about Hexen. No, I believe it's the puzzles of Hexen that are pretty notorious. I can just imagine it being like Eternal Doom. So... I mean, let's see. What other games do I want to really play aside from that? Well, there is Shadow Warrior. Although, with that game series, I kind of want to wait a little bit because I think there's 1 or 2 things I need to check with Shadow Warrior. I do have Shadow Warrior, and I think I have the remake that came out, and I think I also have the sequel of that remake, possibly. You got stuck in hours with Hexen 1, Hexen 2. Yeah, I also have Hexen 2. God. And then I also have Painkiller. That's another one I would like to get around to at some point. Painkiller. And of course, blood. However, with the rumor that apparently they're remaking Blood or something, like they're upgrading the engine and shit, I might hold off on Blood for a little bit and see how that goes. Because I think I have Blood, but I hear it's not the easiest game to run. Or the easiest game. Period. I kind of feel bad that some of the good FPS games I'd love to cover on this channel I've already played. Like, I've already played Quake 1 and 2 on Dope Whiffs. I've already played Half-Life 1 and 2 on Dope Whiffs. I've already played the Fear series. But you know what? There's plenty more I haven't played. Gosh darn it. Plenty more to come in the future. I even discovered an odd game or two to pick from, thanks to GG Game Man's Live tweet you've seen recently. I looked up a couple of those. I was interested in that Proteus. Looked pretty sweet. But I agree. I think I need to mix up my games more often. I think that's what I should do. I should, like, do it more often instead of just, like, playing Doom all the time. I should, like, play Doom for a bit and then play another game and I want to play in between that. I think that might be a good idea going forward. Finally! Holy shit, that's the first route I've got from these guys all night so far. And that's the one thing I came here for. The fucking root. I need these damn roots for making potions and stuff. Instead of, like, waiting for a while, I should, like, just play a couple of Doom mods, play a game I want to play, and then repeat. Or, you know, just play what I want to play. Definitely keen to get back into playing some more Doom, that being said. I have a lot of Doom things to get on with. That's for certain. But I'll see how I feel. It's only the 11th of March. I also kind of want to play Resident Evil 2 Remake as well. But because of my current financial situation, I can't go about buying a full price game at the moment, really. Ah, well. I think I'll make a decision about what I do after dusk once I finish dusk on Friday. Got a couple of poker nights coming up, so I think I'll be finishing dusk on Friday. Be a good night to finish it, that, too. And then after that, I'll make a decision, I think. I think I'll either go back to... I think I'll either give Heretic a spin, or I will just say, I'm coming off my Doom break, I'm going to pick a Doom 1 to play, and I'm going to crack on. It'll be interesting to see how I treat playing Doom again after playing a game as fast-paced as Dusk. Bit of server lag there, I think. How is the visual quality of this stream, by the way, Pinchy? Does it look viewable? Is it okay? Because earlier when it was described as being like 360p on YouTube, I was not getting that fluctuation problem at the start, which is rather intriguing. It's clear. Alright. Oh, maybe turning off those advanced... Oh, that's good. Maybe turning off those advanced options did the trick. Perhaps that's what was balking up the clarity on the earlier stream. Well, I guess I'll find out on Friday. To be fair, Dusk is quite an old graphic-y game, so a bit being a little blurry isn't going to hurt it too much, I don't think. Sorry, I should probably stop talking about Dusk while you're here, since I don't want to spoil too much, but... Holy shit, Pinchy, you're going to love Dusk! I've only played 2 episodes. It is one of the best FPS games I have played, I think. Like, not just this year, but like, possibly ever. That's not finished yet, though. That's the... I want to play that too, but I'm waiting for it to finish. The moment that finishes, I will play Iron Maiden and Medieval. Those are the other 2 games I've been waiting to play. I have them both. I was gifted both of them by Drauken, but I'm just waiting until they're finished. Once all the episodes are, once all the major content is there, I'm in. That's why I waited on Dusk as well. I could have played Dusk a lot earlier, but I figured I might as well wait for the content to be complete. Because there's no way I want to play one of these old school first person shooters and wait for each episode. I've had enough shit with that with episodic games in the past. If I'm going to play a game, I'm playing the finished fucking thing. Unless it's like a multiplayer game, in which case it's not too bad with the constant updating and stuff. Kind of like what I did with PUBG and Killing Floor 2, which are currently the only 2 early access games I have ever bought into in early access, and I don't regret either experience, really. To be honest. The boss fight could use some work. I would pick up these steel arrows, but I have a shit ton of mithril ones, so... I'll be alright. Some very chill music. Some chill music to go with the bludgeoning of giants. I played on the hardest and it devolved into me hiding behind the only initial cover in the map, which was a car turned on its side and pinging between the hit scan spam. Oh, it's very hit scan heavy, that game? Yeah, that was the thing I found was a bit of an adjustment to get used to when playing the Duke Nukem, for example. So many of the enemies have the hit scans, and it takes a while to get used to that. It makes the game a lot harder. It's so hard to dodge the projectiles of even the enemies that don't use hit scans. I mean, from what I've seen, build engine games can be pretty brutal. It's fine at regular levels, but the boss was bad. Actually, no, I think I will pick up the steel arrows. Fuck it. Change my mind. Like blood, the first enemies are hit scan and wreck you. I had to adjust a little. Yeah. Hit scans in build engine games are not to be messed with. Good at finding secrets. Decent prayer experience here too. Well, I'm not really... Well, I'm close to getting the next one, but we're getting 10 more levels of prayer and I'll gain the 3 most useful prayers in the game. The ones that will allow me to do a lot better in fighting in general. If I can master the prayer tap. Yeah, secrets definitely can help you survive some nasty situations in games. That's for certain. Oops, shiny thing is logged out. And now my friends list is completely quiet. That's why I've had to play the Duke Nukem when I did on a lower difficulty, because you can lose your health pretty quickly in Duke Nukem, and from what I've played of Shadow Warrior, it's exactly the same there too. In fact, the first time I played Shadow Warrior was on work, funnily enough. I played the first level and it completely kicked my ass. I don't know if it was a demo version or some other version, but the first level is holy shit, it is hard. Even on the lowest difficulty setting. But it might be easier when I'm playing on this computer as opposed to a works computer. Blood will be even worse. Another root. Good. This is what we want. We want roots. Roots make potions. Potions make awesome things. Also, when you do get around to playing Dusk, Pinchy, I would suggest, as I was told by pretty much everyone in chat, to play on the Sierra Miedo difficulty, the one before the highest. It's well recommended. I've been playing the first 2 episodes on it, and it is a perfectly, decently balanced difficulty, honestly, considering how Dusk plays. Do not play on anything lower. I don't think... I can't imagine it would be any, well, it might be better, but I think for people like us who are pretty decent at old school first-person shooters, it's good. Alright, I'm gonna show up about this now. When does Iron Maiden come out anyway? I heard it was supposed to be coming out around spring of this year. Is it quite close to being finished? Or not? Oh, cute too. Right. So, not Q1 as I kept thinking, it's now Q2. So, I guess I have that to look forward to as we go through spring. That and a Medieval. I know a Medieval launched episode 6 recently, but I don't know if that's the last one or not. Tomato seeds. Oh boy. More seeds. Useful for growing farming things, I suppose. Have you heard of a game called Proteus, by the way, or Proteus? That might be worth checking out as well. It's supposed to be an old school first-person shooter, but it uses like modern graphical techniques, but still abides by like old school sort of restraints and shit. So it's kind of a weird off-grid that uses super modern graphics, but then limits itself to using 44 attack. Nice. It sure is, Pinchy. It sure is. As GGG Manweb said in his recent tweet, there is no better time to be a boomer. Or, in this case, there's no better time to be an old school first person shooter fan who remembers what good games were. And as the gaming industry heads towards its inevitable decline, you never know. Oh, I don't think that'll happen, Pinchy. But you never know. It'd be quite humorous that, with modern games becoming more and more live services and complete garbage, people might start going back to the older games, and then before you know it, all those nostalgic jokes of people preferring frigging old-style games is no longer a laughing matter because they're the only good ones in town anymore. A new generation of young people torn away from the Battle Royale games suddenly find themselves playing stuff like Iron Maiden, Proteus, maybe even Dusk. And we have a renaissance. Doom clones come back into style. Well, we don't really call Doom clones, but it'd be great. I'll get to experience what I I kind of don't remember much of from my childhood of the same thing happening. So I'm excited, Pinchy. I'm excited. It's just nice to know that there's still really good games coming out there that just focus on good, exciting gameplay that can be made by people. Dusk has given me great hope for what is to come. I mean, that's what is happening to the game industry. It's getting worse. The games are getting stale. They're not making them good on day one anymore. People are being suckered into these live service models. I'm starting to think more and more people, ever so slowly, are getting a little tired of it. As the quality decreases. Yeah, business models, which treat our games like frigging live services with roadmaps and planning out stuff ahead of time, instead of just making a good single-player game, you know? I think people are going to get tired of it because the business models suck. Content doesn't last very long, and what's there isn't very good. People will get tired of having to wait a while for the games that may never actually become good in the first place. You know, some of these games apply that old meme of, but it's a beta, but they'll patch it, etc. Except now it's like, but it's a beta, but they'll patch it. Oh fuck, the game's died. I feel sorry for people who buy into that nowadays. I didn't like it back when it first came out, like 10 plus years ago, when I used to have to buy a game and then keep buying the little expansions that came out because everyone would play the new maps and the old maps would get pushed down the pecking order. I hated that shit back then. And it's gotten worse since, gradually. It's like it's accelerated full on. The collapse is coming, I think. Something will have to give way. Something will have to change. And that something will be the game industry. And when all the collapse is done, yeah, pretty much, if Apex Legends didn't exist, EA would be fucked right now. But unfortunately, Apex Legends is a thing. I still haven't played it yet. I don't intend to give EA a single goddamn penny. But I will. But I didn't even play it, even though I downloaded it just to play with some people. I have yet to touch it. I may not even bother. I may uninstall it and stick to my thing. It's the same reason why I don't bother with the. You know what? I could go anywhere else in the cave at this point. I don't have to stick in this corner. It's a member server. No one's camping every giant like on the free servers. I could just roam around a little if I wanted to. Anthem's failed. BioWare are going to be dead soon. What do BioWare have left to offer? They can't make a new Star Wars. They're not being allowed to make a new Star Wars game. Dragon Age is dead. Anthem's dying. Mass Effect has been killed off, essentially. There's now left. It's over. Good riddance. Yeah. They became a bunch of... I don't know what they became, but they became poor. Oh god. Hold on, Pinchy. We'll be in a second. I am back. Oh god, Pinchy. Me and RTS games do not go well. I tried StarCraft 1. I really did try StarCraft 1. I quit on the Zerg mission where you have to defend 3 different bases from the Protoss. I couldn't handle it. I can't handle an RTS game where I have to micromanage like that. No, true, there's different types of RTS, but I cannot handle micromanagement. I struggle enough with one character when I played the MOBA, back when MOBAs were a craze that was popular. I am horrendous at RTS games. Now, granted, I did used to like Command & Conquer when I was younger. I loved Command & Conquer, and someday I would love to play it. I'd love to go back to the old games at least and play them, because that's a different kind of RTS. The only problem is I'm not so sure how I'm going to get the old Command & Conquer games running on this modern computer. It's not an easy ask. Actually cast. Yeah, I've heard of like open RA and stuff like that. Oh my god, are these a different kind of seed? Really? Another seed type. Jesus Christ. How many are there? Hey, Mike! Thanks for the 4 bits. How you doing? Only You is Revenge needs an original game install. Oh, I'd love to play the old CNC games. But I'm horrendous at real-time strategy games. You're welcome, I'm okay. How was episode 2 of Dusk? He's told us all the work. Well, I might try it sometime then, Pinchy. Well, without going into too much detail, since Pinchy is yet to play Dusk and he really wants to, he's been avoiding my streams when I play it. This episode 2 was fucking amazing. I'm gonna delete this. I have like 1 million lobsters. I can afford to waste a few. It was fucking amazing. Much better in It was the gameplay was a little bit different at times to what I was used to. It was harder in episode 1, but it was still fun, and it had some really cool set pieces, really amazing moments. Oh wow! Original Command and Conquer mixed with Red Alert. What is this? The Dawn of Tiberium Age mod. Dawn of Tiberium Age. What? Mixed with Red Alert. What's this? Does this mean you can play both at the same time? Pidgey? That would be awesome, because I know they don't have the same engine. I'd love to play them both on the same engine. Let me favorite that shit. If I'm reading that correctly, anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've run out of things. Drop the stupid arrows. Fuck the steel arrows. I don't need no steel arrows. Oh my god! Really, Pidgey? Oh, that's so cool. Yes. Wait, put that on my favorites bar. Never mind the fucking... Need to rename it. But... Best CNC/RC. Hell yeah. I'm checking that out after. In any resolution, does it come with the cutscenes? That's the only thing I know that is lacking in some of these ports. They have everything except the fucking cutscenes. All I want is the original experience with the cutscenes, the cheesy fucking cutscenes. I don't care if they're like pixelated or have to be shrunk to a small mirror. I want the damn cutscenes. If you just told me I could download a mod that will give me all of that, that would be amazing. I would totally play that like this year, in fact. If it works, I will play that this year. I will dedicate like an RTS month or something. And if I'm not mistaken, I still have my Red Alert 2 disc. I think I kept Red Alert 2. I actually bought a copy of that when it came out. So I might not have to worry about that too much. I don't have Viewers Revenge though. Get out of here, you stupid bug. Okay, sorry. You're level 15 of Evolution, 34 deaths so far. Pistol starts trying for full savers. Good luck, man. Oh, mainly for multiplayer? Damn it. I need a single player. Well, I'll keep it on there anyway. Can I look at it later and see what it is? Give ourselves a little look. Well, I'd love to do that, man. I'd love to play, like, Tiberian Sun and Red Alert. Skirmish craziness. I'm not really that bored about the multiplayer. I just want to play the campaigns of, like, the first 2 Command & Conquer games. I think I'll be alright after that. I mean, maybe later on I'd play, like, Tiberian Sun, I'd go to Red Alert 2. I'm not really that bored about the rest. I just want to play the first 2 games. I might give Red Alert 2 a spin at some point later. Red Alert 2. Use Revenge. And then after that, I don't touch another game because I'm not fucking playing anymore after that point, because quite frankly, at that point, the Westwood died and I'm not giving EA any money. But I'll happily play the older games if I can. And then all I have to do is find a way to get Tomb Raider 1-2 running. And I can play those at some point also. And I'll be quite happy then. I'll have enough old games to keep me going. There. Elcian Virus. Thanks. Feeling like I can do Symphonia 2 save was it might be Kate compared to Symphonia 2 only died out of 300 times from Symphonia 2. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Mike. I hope you managed to pull it off. Your dedication to save us runs is quite admirable. It's not something I could do very easily. But yeah, I'm basically grinding my combat level a bit to get my stats up a tiny bit in preparation for Fairy Tale 1. If you're wondering what I'm doing, Mike. There is a farming advantage, but I'm not too bothered about that. If it comes down to it that I need to do some farming, maybe then I'd do it. But I'm just going to prepare for the combat stage by getting a few extra stats, acquiring a few extra roots, and why not? It never hurts to have a little more combat experience in Runescape. And not right now. Of course, all you offer is cosmetics, and I have enough cosmetics. I am also thinking of returning to Doom a bit earlier than my originally planned Doom break, Mike. But only after but it's something I'm pondering. I mean, I have said I wanted to break until April. But I might come back a bit earlier. I have the Doom itch again. A little bit. Just to let you know. Is this supposed to be relaxing? Sounds quite the opposite to me. Whatever that track was, it sounded like battle music. Then again, I really would like to play Heritage too. That'd be a nice playthrough. Wow, up to 1,000 coins, making a little bit of bank off this giant killing run. I mean, hell, it's nice to get a bit of money back, considering I've spent quite a bit of money. Every little helps. And apparently, with a new unlock that allows me access to some dungeon permanently, I may need 1 million giants. Yes, giants. Hill giants. They're not too hard to kill, but the main reason I am killing them, aside from the combat experience, is they drop these, well, you might remember this from when I was doing this with a free player. These roots. These roots are the key to making cool potions. I get these, I can make some potions. And I do plan on making some anti-poison potions with these. At some point. I mean, I learned from that pyramid quest in Clarence Little Helper that poison is not a pleasant status to have. And there will be parts in this game where I will have to deal with poison. So, getting the as many potions as possible is a good idea. That being said, it does seem if you have a bit of patience, poison can be played out, but I may not always be in a situation where I can wait out poison. They also drop some pretty nice runes and stuff, so it's a good collection of them to deal with, I suppose. Oh wow, this cave's actually getting busy. It was quiet earlier. Now suddenly there's quite a few players here. Even though it's the members. Which just shows you how useful these giants are to farm, I guess. Even members kill them. Which must mean that these must be one of the easiest sources of getting roots. They have to be. Unless there's some other reason why people farm them. Maybe for the heads? I have giant's heads now. Sold giant head. I have no idea what you do with them, but they're there. And they will be put away. That's close to getting a prayer level too. That would be fucking sweet. Hang on, whoever's over there actually disappeared. Maybe I can sneak their spot. Oh my god, a root's just lying on the ground. Wow. Give me, give. Yes. Give me that darn root. Okay, let me kill a lobster. There we go. Wow. Can't believe someone just left the root on the ground there. It's pretty generous. 6. There's another one! Oh my god, another root. Wow. Holy shit. I think I may have to consider going back top to refill my inventory at this point. Maybe. Suppose I could just micromanage the inventory and I know how to go back at all, but one more kill. Hope you're liking this relaxing RPG music, by the way. The giant falls. And thus the violence continues. There's not a bank down here. I kid. Alright, I think we're going to go back and get some inventory space freed up. So let's get out of here for now. I think what I'll do though is I'll keep the runes in the inventory, because I imagine they'll drop more of the same. So I'll just go back and quickly dump the rest of this stuff off, whatever it is. Gotta clean all this. Can I clean these? Oh. These are herbivore related. I see. So these will be useful then. Holy shit, a cannon? Whoa, someone set up a cannon. Nice, I guess. Let's see, where did I put the seeds? Did I put them here, here? Oh yeah, I did. Potato seeds. I'll just dump all these in here, I guess. I'm definitely dumping all these roots. I'm going to put these giants head in the main inventory. I can't figure out what they do. They're probably useful for something, I would suspect. Alright, let's just draw a couple more lobsters, not too many more. Actually, I don't really need that many because I'm tanking them pretty well at this point. So now let's get back there quickly. That is awesome, they can just put a cannon down there. I wonder if that's something to do with construction. I certainly wouldn't mind putting down turrets for fights. If that was the case. Anywho. Well, back to the so there's some interesting dialogue going on there. Not sure what's going on in the chat, but I have no time for it. I am here for violent giant slaughter. Drop those stupid arrows. We're getting there. I can hit 45 in all my melee skills tonight. That'll be pretty sweet, I reckon. I say I don't need a massive amount of lobsters, but I immediately get taken down to 30 health. Whatever, I got this. An onion seed, plant an allotment. Well, yes, I will at some point. I'm not worried about that right now, but I'll collect them. Because why the heck not? I mean, maybe I can make my own house eventually. Now that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I have my own house, my own farm to keep track of. I'll have to really look into that at some point. Give me that shit. There we go. Boy, I need to work on my magic at some point too. Definitely need to spend a bit of time on the old magic skill at some point. For certain. Start getting some of those really cool teleport spells unlocked, which will be very handy. I'm only 22. A few teleport spells wouldn't go amiss from time to time, just to save a bit of time on backtracking. That'll spoil some time with my runecraft training as well, though. Perhaps I'll worry about the magic a little later. That's something I should work on. You can keep your stinking beer. No alcohol for me tonight. I gotta be up early in the morning to help decorate this house. Not this room particularly. Currently this room is more like a fucking greenhouse than a study. But the front room is getting done up, so I gotta help out in the morning. Should be fun. Maybe I'll have heard back from my prospective new employer by then. Ah, there we are. War runes used for teleport spells, and therefore will be useful. Oh, that's the end of the relaxing music track. I guess it ran out. Should I put another one on? Yes, I'm gonna put on another selection of tavern or inn music. Should be good. Wait, no, actually, it doesn't feel right. This is not like, this is like combat playing. I should put on something. Something a little bit more, slightly more beat, perhaps. One hour of medieval. Skyrim Exploration Suite. Elder Scrolls 4. Oblivion emotional and relaxing music. Alright, give me that one then. When all else fails, put some Oblivion music on. He's dead, Chief! He's dead! Give me those bones. Alright, we're about to hit the 45 attack level. And there we go. 45. Nice. So now we can work on our strength after we've killed this guy. Try to eat some food. So now we'll start working on strength. See if we can get that to 45. And then defense. And then we'll have made a good bit of combat progress then. There's no particular armors I'm aiming for with these combat levels. We still haven't even got ourselves an adamant set yet. And for some time, won't be getting until I get that coal bag in the Motherlode mine. Once I get that frigging coal bag, which will make the smithing grind immensely easier, we can get some serious smithing done. Like the likes of which you've never seen before. I can't wait until that day. I'll be smithing all the way up to Runite, possibly. Possibly. I'll have to see how far I can push it. But push it hard I will. Oh, they're still bothering me? Jeez. Body talisman's not the greatest prize, but we'll take it. Come on, you buggers. It's kind of a shame we'll never see another good Elder Scrolls game again. Just won't happen. I just don't think it could be possible. Bethesda have shot themselves in the foot with Fallout 76. And I don't think they're recovering. Even if Elder Scrolls 6 turns out to be an okay game, the fact that they still stubbornly refuse to change the technology is going to lead to their downfall as well. The single player giant killed by its desire to bandwagon. Although, funnily enough, I don't really pine for any more Western RPG experiences, really. I think I've had my fill of them already, to be honest. Are these giants still bothering me? Christ, they're bloody hungry for my mithril armor, aren't they? It's just a good thing that Doom Eternal is probably already finished as a game before the collapse of Bethesda. So we'll get one more good, hopefully good, game out of them. And then that could be curtains to them too. Unless, of course, the Elder Scrolls Online is doing well for them. I do hear that the Elder Scrolls Online does have a decent population of players who are giving it a chance. So it might keep them in business for a while. But for me, the only thing I want to see is that Doom Eternal. I can't see Doom Eternal being bad, to be honest. At worst, maybe it'll be a bit too similar to Doom 2016 and won't really do anything too innovative. But I suspect it's going to be a fun game when it releases. But will it stand the test of time? Will they finally realise they need to start putting some good post-game community support in and allow people to create their own levels? Will that be a thing? That's the one thing I want to hear. I want to hear that they've learnt their lessons from Doom 2016 and are going to actually let players under the hood this time and let them create their own levels properly. Because if they do that, combined with Doom Eternal being a good game, would be great. And it would set an interesting precedent as well Because, you know, one of the major reasons that games like this, and am I even talking to anyone right now? Yeah, I probably am. I forget Pidgey, we're doing some. The major reason why games like this and Doom and Half-Life and Quake and all the other old games, and Tomb Raider, I suppose, although web design, yeah. The reason why older games survive after so many years is because of the ability for the community to develop, you know, get under the hood, make their own mods, their own WODs, and communities have grown from it. And to my knowledge, we haven't really seen a lot of that with modern games, as far as I can tell. You know, a lot of games come out, release expansions, maybe the odd one gets the odd... I mean, possibly the only game I can really think of is Minecraft. You know, where... yeah, that's going to be really cool. I mean, imagine if Doom Eternal came out and then they announced, we're going to let players completely mod the game after launch. You know, you're going to be able to, like, fucking make your own shit. Because that would just be a really nice thing to see, you know. Not just a mod, not just the old games where people can make their own stuff and actually fully make their own stuff and build their own community, but a modern game where people can do that. Trench Brew, a great map I use to only see integration with the RAF format. Funny thing is, I believe Dusk also runs off Trench Brew. Also, Dave the During told me, why are they still attacking me? Shouldn't they have stopped by now? I've killed enough of the bastards. It's a bit weird that the tolerance thing isn't kicking in as like it did earlier. Maybe because I keep switching grids or something, I don't know. Maybe that's why I got confused and thought that therefore Dusk ran Quake engine, but it actually runs on Unity. But yeah, that's going to be really cool. I mean, I'd take one of these old school first person shooters, like the Dusk and Iron Maiden and Wrath or whatever, and one of these games having great support and people building their own community off the back of that. You know, making their own stuff, making their own fun little kings. That would be cool shit. But I think it'd be even more interesting if a modern graphics powerhouse game did that too. This is where Doom Eternal comes in, because it would send out a clear message to a lot of other games coming after it that the 90s era of allowing people to mod and make their own stuff as active part of post-game support to keep the game going for years upon years upon years afterwards is the correct way to allow a long-term game to flourish. Not life service roadmap bullshit. Long-term community support, allowing people to make games within your game, if you will. Quake 1, 2, 3, Half-Life 1, Daikatan, and Kingpin, Hex and 2, Brave. Might support by the must be the game. Exactly. You know, look at all the games of the past that have been created. Counter-Strike wouldn't exist if not for Half-Life having great modding support. Team Fortress 2 wouldn't have existed for the same reason. You know, MOBAs wouldn't have existed if not for Warcraft 3 and Blizzard. Allowing the same level. You know, we need to see a modern game take that same approach. And I think Doom Eternal would be a great message bearer of that approach. Because that's the one thing I felt that Doom 2016 lacked, apart from the fact my old computer barely ran the damn thing. I'm sure my new computer could probably run it ridiculously well. I'm dying to test it, actually. Oh, 1 prayer experience off level 34. Just think of what games would fall after that. The mindset that game companies would have, seeing the success of Doom Eternal. Maybe, just maybe, the 90s old school first-person shooter with full modding support. The very thing that John Carmack wanted in his games. What he called in the Masters of Doom, the hacker ethic. I think it was called the hack. Oh, I've hit level 34 in prayer. I can now use incredible reflexes, increasing my attack by 15%. But more importantly, we are now only 3 levels away from our first protection ability. You know? Now, won't that be a nice trend to see for a change? Not Battle Royale oversaturation, not mobile oversaturation, but single-player experiences with... single/multiplayer experiences with full modding support. Now there's a trend I would happily see saturated and reinvigorated to modern people. But unfortunately, it probably won't happen because Doom Eternal probably needs to sell some DLC expansion packs, and they'll do the same shit as in Doom 2016, where they released the modding content as expansions and no one will give a shit. And Doom Eternal will have a year and a bit of relevance, and then it will probably die off again. But I'd love to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong, modern id Software. Announce at E3 that you're going to give Doom Eternal full modding support like you promised in the first game. You don't own Doom 2016? It's a good single-player experience. It has a lot of the modern sort of progression system foibles and equipment unlocks and shit, but the core gameplay is enjoyable. But I'll say one thing. After having played Dusk, Doom 2016 is no longer the only one doing it. In fact, Doom 2016 might have been the Kickstarter for a lot of these modern... I think I said it at the time when I was playing Doom 2016, something to the effect of like, wouldn't it be really cool seeing all these old school first-person shooters coming back into style again? And you know what? They have become back in style, and how. Long may that trend continue for another 20 years. I'm not gonna lie, if I hear anything about a Dusk community building up, I may be cute. Okay, I need to show about Dusk now. I haven't played the 3rd episode yet, and I'm already singing its praises like it's the best first-person shooter I've possibly played since Doom 2016. Which I think it is. I'm not gonna lie. You did. Ooh, another loot. Sweet. you'll make something. Yeah, that'll be cool, man. I don't actually know how much modding support Dusk has, but I'm going to have a look once I finish beating that 3rd episode. Excuse me. An uncut sapphire. Oh no, at least I know what to do with these now. Need a chisel. Need the almighty chisel. Yeah. Hey, it's Darry. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Killing Hill Giants, part... Oh god, I don't know how many times I've been down here before. Oh, this music makes me sad. It reminds me of that video that Crobecat did. I now refer to this music as the Todd Howard music. Him talking about the good old days. Because this music was playing in the background. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Yeah, Jeremy Soule. You know. Good old days of Oblivion. Until you got to the end of the game, then you realised it was a bit meh. That level scaling shit was annoying. But ignoring that element of the game, Oblivion was alright. At least it had some good stuff to do as you went through most of the game. At least it was a little more interesting. The remastered Morrowind. I do not know. I don't really think I want to play a remastered Morrowind, to be honest. I've played Morrowind. I played it last of the 3. Oh, whoa, 45 HP. Fucking sweet. That is good. 45 HP. Can't complain. I've run out of lobsters. So now we just kill until I run out of health or something. I mean, the order I played Elder Scrolls games was I played Oblivion first, out of all of them, and beat that, and beat the Shivering Isles, and detested the level scaling later on, but enjoyed quite a bit of the game. Not necessarily the combat so much, that kind of gets a bit meh, but a lot of the story was good in Oblivion. Then I played Skyrim when it came out, and the combat was a step up, but unfortunately the game pretty much got really boring after about 30 hours. You got tired of fighting dragons and shit. And then about 2 or 3 years ago or whatever, I played Morrowind. And enjoyed Morrowind quite a bit. Played the expansions, beat those. Morrowind was great. Although some of it is a bit janky, Morrowind was a good RPG. Because Morrowind did reskinned Oblivion. Yeah, but dragons were cool for a little while in Skyrim. The first few fights you have with a dragon are pretty intense stuff. Because they just fly out of nowhere and you gotta deal with them and you need to kill them. Oh, I've hit strength level 35. And now I'm combat level 55. So all I have to do now is get my defense level up to 35 and we're done here. So now we're on the defensive. For a bit. But for me, Morrowind did something that Oblivion and Skyrim did fail to do, mostly. And that was give you a sense of power progression. A proper, earnest sense of power and progression in the game. Which is something that Oblivion definitely failed on, and Skyrim only partially corrected. You know. I mean, in Oblivion, you start off weak, you become strong, but then the game sort of keeps pace with you and you sort of never feel that sense of overwhelming power too much. You know, yeah, you can kill some stuff okay, but you never dominate things because everything scales up with your level, and so you go around finding bandits with fucking glass armor on all the time, everywhere in the game. And it was just ridiculous. You know? I mean, I still remember when I first played Oblivion, and some of the comments in the chat say it's actually an optimal idea not to level up too much, because otherwise the game scales too much with your level, and you get your ass kicked. And I'm thinking, that sounds really ridiculous, but it weren't wrong. And then Skyrim was like, you know, I'm going around, you know, end of Oblivion, I have Umbra, I think it was called, the sword with the soul steel, one of the highest core damage weapons in the game. I have good armor, good stats. I am the master of all the realm. And despite possessing all this strength and all this knowledge, I still cannot kill a giant without swinging at it for 20 seconds. And it can kick my ass if I let it. And then Skyrim was very similar, but they kind of toned it down a bit. But then they added the let's give enemies the ability to kill you with one shot with the Eldritch or Daedric arrows, which they would have. Let's make it so they can kill you in one hit with the most powerful range in the game. Or was it 2 hits? I think one of them took you down to bugger all health and you could be shot again. Something like that. I hated that. Morrowind did it right. Morrowind, you start off weak, you get strong, and you stay strong. The game starts throwing tougher enemies at you. But those weaker enemies, those enemies that once pissed you off when you were weaker, you can swat them like flies. And isn't that a nice state of catharsis after an enemy that's kicked your ass for maybe half the game? You finally are strong enough to kill it in one hit. And what is wrong with that? You should feel that sense of progression. There are, I'm sure, other enemies can come along and they can kick your ass still because they're tough, even if you're tough. That's the way it should be. You know? Level scaling in an RPG like that is just stupid. Otherwise, what's the point in getting all the fancy stuff if you're not going to feel that sense of kicking their asses? It's like if I was fighting these hill giants and they all started wearing mithril gear, you know. I'm fucking combat level 55. They're combat level 28. If I was playing this in Oblivion, these giants would be using fucking mithril or adamant gear and dealing damage to me, and I'd be taking ages to kill them. You know? If I take the time to level up my stats, I should be able to kill enemies that once were tricky as I level up, as I hit for more damage, as I defend for more. I should feel that sense of power and progression, you know. These hill giants used to take a lot of health off me when I first started beating on them, and now I can tank them for minutes at a time with no real difficulty. Probably because I'm wearing some good armor, but I've earned it. How you doing anyway, Derry? How has your day been? Hell, I might even get to 45 defense without eating another lobster. Who knows? Not the realm of possibility. The way I'm going. Am I against in-game donations? Well, the only thing I would say is that if you want to donate anything, I don't mind taking pure hard gold, but I don't want items. No. I really do not want to be given full sets of items. I mean, I did actually accept a donation from someone who was... Wait, what the hell am I saying? I accepted your donation of those amulets for teleportation or whatever. But that was to help me complete, get to the Gnome Stronghold quicker. It just hurts me to see a level 55 in Myth and not Rune. The only reason that is the case, Daddy, is because I want to be able to wear what I can make. As soon as I get a coal bag, you will see me push smithing so hard that I'll be Rune in no time. Because once I get that coal bag, I will be pushing smithing and mining very hard. And I'll be getting up my levels. That's just a personal thing, you know. I'm only wearing what I can afford to lose, basically. But don't worry, at some point I will make an effort to really get that coal bag. I want to earn it. If I just keep being given everything, what's the point? I might as well just buy everything from the global exchange and be done with it. Where's the adventure then? Also, no amount of frigging donations is going to help me complete rat catchers. Dear God, rat catchers. Ugh. That quest is horrible. I've not even finished it yet. That is one quest I'd happily accept a donation for if it made the quest easier. Like a character of 10. The part I'm stuck on. But yeah, I don't want to be given items unless it's like very useful for... No, I just don't want to be given items really. I prefer to earn my way forward, you know. If I want that full Runite set, I'm going to make it myself. Besides, Derry, I actually have a new incentive for not wanting to spend large amounts of cash. Because, I don't know if you're aware of this, but with one of the most modern updates to this game, the most recent one, they added this thing where you can gain permanent access to this Brimhaven dungeon. I've not been to yet. And it will cost you 1 million coins to unlock it permanently. Now, I've never been to Brimhaven. I have no idea how it works. I think I've been near it or something. Maybe I've passed it briefly. But I've never been there, but apparently there's a 1 million gold thing you can pay now to unlock the dungeon permanently. So, if I ever need to go in there, and apparently, from what I've heard, Brimhaven is incredibly useful later on, and I'm saving up 1 million gold just to unlock that. And other things in the future, you know. There may be some other things as well where I may need to spend a lot of cash. So, if there's any donation I'll probably accept. If you really want to give something, then in-game gold is the way to go. But don't feel you have to. I am more than happy to earn my way forward. You know. I've been given quite enough as it is. I'm actually quite low to need to actually get some more health. Can I hit the level before then? Okay, no, I'm probably gonna need to heal up. Just a little bit. Don't want to die down here. Have you ever done rat catches before, Darry, by the way? Just out of curious interest. It seriously is, from what I've seen, that one part, one of the worst quests I've seen. Or worst anything in this game so far. The part with the house is just ridiculous. Only in the past. It's fucking awful for what it asks me to do. And from all the guides I've seen, no one praises the quests. So far, anyway, that I've seen. It's seen as pretty bad. Guess I'll take those seeds. Gotta go finish farm and do tasks quickly. Alright, dump the roots then. And the cabbage seeds. I actually do have a few steel arrows, so that's fine. Sure, do whatever. And potatoes and tomatoes and all those other seeds. Just very quickly, let me just chuck out 10 lobsters. And a chisel. There we go. And we'll chuck these back in the bank. And as we go. Just to cook, just to get a little more defense level, and I'm done. I think. Maybe another lobster now, actually, just to make sure I'm at full health. Oh yeah, I have an extra hit point now to deal with. That's a point. Ooh, an ultimate Iron Man. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna get defense up to 35 and I'm done. Pretty much. Well, good luck with the ultimate Iron Man. I think what I might do at some point, after I do Fairy Tale, which is what I'm working to on, is I probably will have I might just spend a couple of streams just mining in the Motherlode mine until I get the 100 nuggets I need. Just really push it all the way and just see if I can do it. Well, I might do a quest or two in between or some other little business, but I think I'm going to try and make it a sort of a medium-term goal of mine with this playthrough to sort of really push for that smithing and mining. You know, So I can start making, like, runite gear and stuff, at least. Or at least get to adamant. That'd be nice. Might be the... who knows, mining might be my first 99. Looks like this is about to end too, this music. I think I'll put the game music back on after this is finished, because we're not far off done. I have been advised to do something called the waterfall quest. Apparently that's supposed to be pretty good. A few people have suggested that in the past, that the waterfall quest is meant to be quite fun. I really could use a fun quest, to be honest, because the last two have been a real pain in this game. You know, I mean, what have the last two quests been? I've done Ichravin's Little Helper. That was a nightmare. And Rat Catchers has proven to be an absolute bastard. One part. Granted, Ichravin's Little Helper actually isn't a bad quest. It's just that it's the one that taught me to be prepared for anything with quests with no requirements or whatnot. So hope you like the tones of barbarianism. Need the whole 5 herb water to clean this thing up. I haven't even touched herb war yet, or farming. He's down for the count. Very big guy. I'll stab your knee off. Good sir. I'll stab your knee. It's about the highest I can probably reach with my sword, then stabbing your knee is probably not too far up the question, although it seems like blows are aimed at your crotch. I mean, look at that. The highest I can reach is around this area, so chest and crotch area are definite. Yeah, thing. Ah, drop the helm. Hello, hang_fire. How you doing? Good to see a new face around here. I'm just doing some preparations for Fairy Tale 1, which are almost done. Just need to kill a couple more giants, and then I'll have got a decent combat level. I Actually, I say new face. I think you've been around here before, Hangfire, if I'm not mistaken. The name's familiar enough. You need a recent memory. Perish, you giant bastard. But that was a while back that you watched. I just remember the name, I think. Sometimes I have a good memory for names like that, and other times I suck horrendously. It's very random. Defense level 45. And that is that. Oh cool, level 56 now. Our stats are now actually running out at 45, 45, and 45. Well, sorry, big giant, but I'm done here. That's me done for now. I'll leave you all in peace. Hype. All done. I have achieved what I wanted tonight. I got a few extra roots, and I've raised my levels a bit. I don't know how I'm going to handle the level 111 monster, but I think I'll be alright as long as I come prepared. I'll just show my stats for the sake of Hangfire so you can see how I'm doing stat-wise. As you can see, I have a good amount of agility now. That's one of the long-term grinds I'm working towards, getting the marks of grace from the rooftops. Not done too bad in that department. Alright. Dump all these silly runes off. Well, I say silly, but they're not really that silly. They're very useful. Alright, let's see. Food. Right, where do I start this quest? I'm not doing it now, I just want to see where I need to go. Draenor Village. Alright. And I'm going to go there then. In that case. A quick trip to Draenor it is. Oh! And thank you for the 100 bits, Hangfire. Much appreciated. Currently, all the bit donations, you might probably see it, go towards the Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough. If the target is met, I will buy the game on Steam. Last I checked, it is still at full price. So that's roughly equates to $60. It's a game I have wanted to play, but because of my current unemployment status, I cannot afford to be just buying games willy-nilly, fortunately. But if people do want to see me play it, there's your donation incentive. And that takes you up to 46.57%. Which is pretty good. It's basically $60 in bit donations, so what is that? 6,000 bits, I guess? Wait, is that right? Yeah, 6,000 bits. That's the one. Oh god, I've gone the wrong way. I didn't mean to do that. Come blasted. Oh yeah, I should probably also mention that when I say I will buy Resident Evil 2 Remake and play it, I pretty much mean that's the very next thing I would do. Like, I mean, if I'm playing another game, I'd finish that first, but obviously. But after that, it would be, right, we're playing Resident Evil 2 Remake immediately. Just like I did with Sunder and Eternal Doom when they were hits. I guess this is where people steal from the seed stalls. Can only assume. Oh man, now I feel bad. Hankfire's donated and I'm about to stop the stream. But is there anything I can really do with 10 minutes on clock? Well, not really. I can't go to Furnace. Nah, I guess not. I do have to get up in the morning. Alright, well that's going to be it for this part. So, I've made some good progress. I've got my attack, strength, and defense all to 45 now. Gaining extra HP and an extra prayer. Unlocking incredible reflexes. Next 3 prayers we will get will be the most useful ones in the game by a mile. Those will be cool to have. So next time around, I will be beginning Fairy Tale 1, Growing Pains. Having completed Lost City and Nature Spirit, I am ready now. So, thus I will be able to finally unlock, hopefully, the Fairy Ring teleportation system. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time for some furry adventures.